Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the only YouTube channel that never has and never will pull any punches. To get started today, I'm going to show you this clip with no context. Now, I don't stun easily, but this one really took me by surprise at first.
There's a lot of confusion among people and misinformation surrounding face masks. Can you discuss that?
The masks are important for someone who's infected to prevent them from infecting someone else. Now, when you see people and look at the films in China and South Korea, whatever, everybody's wearing a mask. Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to this.
Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is. And often, there are unintended consequences. People keep fiddling with the mask and they keep touching their face.
And can you get some schmutz sort of staying inside there?
Of course. But when you think masks, you should think of healthcare providers needing them and people who are ill. The people who, when you look at the films of foreign countries and you see 85% of the people wearing masks, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not against it. If you want to do it, that's fine.
But it can lead to a shortage of masks.
Exactly. That's the point. It could lead to a shortage of masks for the people who really need it.
The first time I saw it, I thought, this is Fauci. This is Mr. Big Government tells you when you can go out. Mr. Wear your mask all the time. Mr. Stay at home and shelter in place. Wow, he's actually making some very good points. Everything he says has a logical support to it. I was thinking, this is not like him. Why is he doing this? Because I looked at the publication date on the video, it was a YouTube video, and it says that it came out only a couple weeks ago. I was thinking, wow, has he done an about face? Has he seen the light? No, he's not. The first time that this interview was aired was March 6th. So this aired 2.5 months ago. Does science change in that short period of time? Have scientists discovered how pandemics work? They never really understood it before, but now they've had this great enlightenment, and they know much better in the past 2.5 months how pandemics operate, how it's transmitted on water vapor, what you exhale. No, it has not. It has not changed one iota. Everything that he says in this video is true. The masks are to protect people who are not infected from people who are infected. He said for everyone else, it may stop a couple droplets of water, but the virus is so small it can pass right through it. This is basically to prevent fluids from like your nasal cavities or coughing from getting onto other people and spreading the disease. Everything he said in this video is true. It has been scientifically proven. The reason that he's saying this is that this was 2.5 months ago. This guy has done a complete about-face in that time. Now he's Mr. Lockdown. Initially, I thought that he was anti-Trump. Everything he's been doing, he's been hurting the economy badly. But now I'm starting to think that he may not be the doctor everyone thinks he is. When you're dealing with people's lives, not only their physical lives, but their economic lives, their social lives, you can't just lick your finger, put it up in the wind, see which way public sentiment is blowing, and then go along with it. No, you're in the position of leadership. You have to lead. This is not what he's doing. He initially said, I think it was going to be 200,000 deaths in the United States. Then he backtracked down to 60,000. And even now, supposedly, the death toll is somewhere around 100,000. This guy is not the source of ultimate wisdom on coronavirus. And so instead of being anti-Trump, I think he's just incompetent. I know you've seen the many videos about people who go to like supermarkets, Walmart, other grocery stores, and they're either verbally or physically assaulted for not wearing masks. You know, you've probably seen the one, the black woman in Walmart, body slammed by, I think it was an off-duty cop for not wearing a mask. This other video of a woman on Staten Island, I think it was in a top store. She was surrounded by people screaming obscenities at her for not wearing a mask. If I was a woman in that situation, I would feel pretty scared. People were getting really, really nasty. And that just brings up another point that Fauci made earlier, where he said that wearing the masks may make people feel safer, but it does essentially nothing for them. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I honestly believe that people think that as long as they have something that vaguely resembles the shape of a mask in front of their face, they're safe, they're protected. They feel good about themselves. And obviously I know, and everybody else who has a brain knows, it does almost nothing unless you have the coronavirus. Then it might do something to prevent others from getting it from you. The analogy that this makes me think of, famous monkey experiment where the researcher puts a monkey into a cage and then puts a banana at the top of a pole. The monkey has to climb. Every time the monkey climbs up, it gets sprayed with water, knocked down. He does that 15, 20 times, and then he learns not to do it because he gets sprayed with water and knocked off the pole. Then they introduce more monkeys that try the same thing. They try to get the banana at the top of the pole, get knocked down with a spray of water. Keep doing that. Finally, there's like 10 monkeys monkeys in the cage. And the entire time they've been cycling the monkeys in and out. So basically, as each new monkey comes in, it learns very quickly that if it climbs the pole, so either something's going to happen, but the thing is the other monkeys also realize that something's going to happen and they tear the monkey down. They won't allow it to go up the pole. They literally tear the monkey to shreds, the one that's just introduced. Finally get to the point where there's 10 monkeys, none of which were in the initial test group. All of them somehow know you do not climb the pole to get the banana because something will happen, because your friends will come and tear you to shreds if you try to do it, even though the researchers stop squirting water at a certain point. Even when they don't squirt water, the monkeys know something is going to happen. It's just like the insanity going on with this mask thing right now. People think, as long as I keep a mask on, I'm safe. Because if I take the mask off, something will happen. Something's going to happen. And their friends, if they don't comply with what everybody else is doing, they tear them apart, verbally, or in the case of that other woman, physically, body slamming her. I mean, we're behaving like animals. That's why I like that clip of Fauci so much. He uses logic and reason to explain his position. I mean, isn't that what science is based on? And another correlation between reality and my little monkey experiment. Most of these people do not know anyone who has the coronavirus or has died from the coronavirus. Of all the people I know, I run a home improvement business with my father. I talk to dozens of people a week, and I ask them sometimes. There are 2 people that I know of who have had the coronavirus. Number one of our customers, her friend's son out in Colorado, had the coronavirus. He's 25. He recovered from it fully, which would be expected because he's 25. The second person was a friend of my grandmother's. She was 86. She died in Arizona, but she was 86, which also was expected. Those are the only 2 people that I know of from all of my friends, all of my contacts, everything. I saw a post on Facebook. I don't know if it's true. I don't know how to verify it, that 79% of coronavirus deaths occurred in nursing homes in Ohio. So of all the people in Ohio who have died from coronavirus, 79% of them were in nursing homes. Only 306, I believe it was, of the general population have died from coronavirus in Ohio. That is mind-blowing. They're shutting down the state because 300 people of the general population got this virus and died. I mean, the people in nursing homes, I mean, they're old, they're frail. A common cold could turn into pneumonia for them. It's almost to be expected. It's sad, but it's true. 300 people, they shut down Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like the content, please leave a comment down below so we can fix it. I know everyone's cooped up at home. I guess that means you can spend some more time with your families. So stay healthy. God bless.